Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah Contreras. I will be talking to you guys about anything and everything Disney College Program related. I got accepted for the Fall Advantage 2018 down in Walt Disney World for attractions. So today I will be talking to you guys about my Disney College application and what I did to get into the program. So right off the bat, they ask you for personal information. You can't go wrong there. They do not look at GPA, where you go to school, what your major is, whatever. They accept all GPAs, all majors, as long as you're going to college. One thing I've seen a lot of people give advice on is using Disney words in your work experience. So I applied twice before and I put Disney words both times. Things like guests instead of customers. If you worked at a amusement park, things like attractions rather than rides. And obviously I didn't even get past the applied stage or in submission stage in either one of those applications. But the thing that I changed this time, the only thing that I changed this time, was my role preference. So just a quick overview of my work experience. I worked as a Starbucks barista, so one of my responsibilities I put down was assisted guests and prepared drink and food orders. Maintained a calm demeanor during frequent extensive periods of high volume. Trained multiple employees after 3 months of service. For other responsibilities and skills of any other job that I had put down, I basically put down the same thing, putting down guests instead of customers, putting words like friendly, clean environment, safety is a big one. So when I first applied I applied in fall 2016 for the spring 2017 season. When people got put into submission, they thought that they had gotten on a wait list because the system, the computer system or whatever Disney puts the applications through, weeded them out, I guess, and put them in the wait list. And so that's what I thought until I applied this time. And I basically applied with the same information except changed a few role preferences. And I got my web-based interview like 30 minutes after. So I'm not sure if there's a computer system that looks through your application. It seems like there is, since it's such a crazy turnaround, especially getting your WBI within 30 minutes. Because I had applied at 10 o'clock at night, and you wouldn't think that they would be working, looking at applications that late at night and giving people WBIs. It's pretty likely that Disney has a computer system that looks through words in your experience, but that's not the crux of the application that they're looking at. They're looking at the preference for the roles that you're interested in. So, just a recap of my work experience, I put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 job experiences. I think that that's the limit. At that time, I didn't have any volunteer experiences, so I just went with my job experiences, and obviously it worked. Within those job experiences, they asked you for responsibilities and skills, and I put at least 5 bullet points for each responsibility under each of the 5 jobs. So I did put about 25 bullet points with responsibilities. And then for skills, I put 1 to 2 skills that I learned within those 5 jobs. So 10 skills in all. Then it asks you for eligibility questions. You obviously can't go wrong here. Also self-ID, whether you worked with a company or not. Your Walt Disney World and your Disneyland program interest preferences. People who put down Walt Disney World only or Disneyland only do not get strikes against them if someone else were to put Walt Disney World and Disneyland. So I just put Walt Disney World just because I know Disneyland is more expensive living-wise to take part in. So I just put Walt Disney World. After that, you choose your semester preferences. So whether you want fall or fall advantage or spring advantage. I put fall advantage as my first choice and fall as my second choice. Now you can just put one preference. I didn't care. I just wanted to go to Walt Disney World, so I put both. Now comes the preferences of your role interests. They have 4 high needed roles, which are custodial, housekeeping, lifeguard, and quick service food and beverage. So I put high interest in all of these, both my first time applying, my second time applying, and my third time applying. Then they have other roles that you can rank from high interest, moderate interest, to low interest. If you put interest at all in any of these, you will be considered for them. Okay, So after tallying up what I put for high, moderate, and low interest in both my previous application that got denied and this application that was successful, I had put down 5 high interest in the one that got denied, 10 moderate interest, and 2 low interest. So I didn't quite put halfway. I put a lot of moderate interest, which I guess made me seem like I didn't know what I wanted. I have no idea. But for this application, I had put kind of like a half and half. I didn't put any low interest whatsoever. I put 8 high interest and 7 moderate interest. So that is apparently a huge deal to Disney. They had done a Q&A session like last week sometime, and DCP Kirk, if you don't know DCP Kirk, go on Twitter. His name is DCP Kirk. He said that one of the biggest things that they look at are role preferences, and then it goes down to your work experience. So definitely this is the most important part of your application. So I would highly recommend doing half and half and do not put any low interest. I guess it makes you seem too picky. And if you seem more open to roles, like put a little more high interest than moderate interest, or go half and half, they're more likely to weed out those people who don't go half and half and put low interest, and give those people a WBI who actually do half and half. So that's my biggest tip for you guys. Then it asks for work authorization. This is pretty obvious. You can't really go wrong here unless you are not legally authorized to work in the United States or your availability is really low. One of the questions that they ask you is, are you fully available to work all weekends, all days, all holidays, things like that? I put yes. That's literally the only thing that I'm going down to Disney for, to work. So definitely put yes. If you put no, I don't know what'll happen to your application. You just might be NLIC from the get-go, because they are looking for people who are available and people who are very flexible with their hours. And then you choose your major and you select the area of concentration that most closely relates to your major. This doesn't really matter. It's just demographic-wise for their statistics. And then they ask, have you lived independently? What is your primary program of interest? Starting rate for the DCP is listed in this description. Are you receptive to this pay rate? Things like that. Then it asks you for language. I spoke another language in my previous application, but in this application I put no, just in case I actually got accepted. So I'm really thankful that I didn't put Spanish as a second language, but that's just for Disney's benefit. That's not going to hurt you or is going to give you a chance up. It just tells Disney what they can place you in, if that makes any sense. And then you've completed your application. You come to an acknowledgement where you have to read and then electronically sign your name. So that's all the tips I have for you guys for the Disney College Program Fall 2018. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to, like it if you like these types of videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you real soon.